Since Doodle World's release, we've had 19 events. Some were really bad while others were pretty good. So it got me thinking, what is Doodle World's best event? In order to find out, we're gonna look back at every event. On April 14, 2022, Doodle World released its first ever event. This event added some Easter skins, the rarest one being Easter Glubby. The community really hated Wiglet and Larvae, so these Easters were considered dirty, while the clean Easters like Borbo and Bunsweet were worth more. I played this event, although I didn't get many Easter skins, it was still really fun hunting with everyone, trying to collect every skin. Doodle World had only been out for 2 weeks at this point. The game was fresh out of the oven, so the hype for its first event was at its peak. Although when I look at the event outside of my rosy nostalgia lens, the event was just chaining with no other content. May 28, 2022, the first ever summer event releases. This event would periodically spawn summer skin doodles on a route, and only the first player to find an encounter there would get the doodle. This event was really hated, which was pretty understandable, considering only one person out of the entire server could get the skin, and then you'd have to wait around 10 minutes for the next hunt, just to possibly miss it again. And it wasn't really private server friendly either. October 15, Doodle World's first Halloween event releases. With this update also came Doodle World's first event hub, Hollow Heights. It also introduced the trick or treat mechanic, which was reused for future events. There were 3 possible outcomes when trick or treating: getting some free candy, battling for candy, or finding a Halloween skin doodle. The charm of the map and trick-or-treating for skins for the first time made up for the simplicity of the event. I'd argue Halloween 22 also had some of the best event skins. We also had a really small Thanksgiving event which added 2 event skins and Fledgio. December 19, Doodle World releases its first winter event. This event adds the Winter Wonderland. Here Riffraff explains that we need to deliver Santa's gifts to the indicated house. The more tasks you complete, the larger your own present gets, and it maxes out at level 5. Your present gives you better rewards the higher the level is. Winter 2022 basically expanded on the Halloween event's gameplay and added more content. I'd say its biggest issue was the bugs. The one I remember best was when you couldn't equip your mount, which was really annoying since you have to be constantly running in this event. The New Year's 2023 event was a neat mini event. You had to fight New Year's Mutant in 3 different locations, and at the end, you would be rewarded the New Year's Little Bob skin. It was nothing big, but definitely a breath of fresh air for Doodle World events, giving a break from the usual chaining. We then had the Valentines 2023 mini event, which was, well, the usual chaining. The event added 12 Valentine skins, and that's it. So the entire event was just chaining. I think the only thing redeeming this event was that it came with some good skins. The next mini event after that was the St. Patrick's event. You could get clover coins from taking them from a doodle with a green name. The overall premise was still focused around hunting, but rather than chaining, you have to either catch or pickpocket the clover coin doodle. Unless you have an ability that pickpockets the doodle, this event was a pain. The doodles would clog your box and catching took forever. I didn't get a pickpocket doodle when playing, so yeah, it wasn't fun. For a new player who doesn't know about the pickpocket ability, they probably wouldn't enjoy the event. We finally had our next big event. On April 8, Easter 2023 launched. The release of Easter 2023 coincided with the release of the Runic Island, which is where this event takes place. When in Runic runs, you could find Easter tokens in the item pedestals. These tokens could then be traded for Easter skins. Luck was on my side when I played this event. I got like 3 or 4 Easter token bags, which give like 50 tokens each, so I was pretty stacked. Although admittedly, the event was mainly just playing runic runs with the addition of tokens, so it did feel repetitive. But the Easter tint and the addition of rare mount added more choices on what to focus on. June 1st, the Pride mini event released. It added a bunch of Pride tint doodles from Plippo to Glubby. Some of them you had to chain, others in the gem shop, and Plippo was specifically obtainable by exchanging a party of tinted doodles for it. It was a simple event, but the community enjoyed it. The July 4th mini event added an event tint. That's it. I don't know if you can even consider it a mini event, but whatever. But thankfully, 6 days later, the Beachgoer event arrived. This event added a new location, Beach Bay. The main goal is to collect sand dollars, which you can use to spin the roulette for items and summer skins, and it can also be used to purchase Infernius. To obtain sand dollars, you can take up different jobs on the bulletin board. If you don't like grinding sand dollars one way, you can try a bunch of other options, and that's what I think makes this event so good. My favorite was the pizza chef job. I was always a big fan of Luminlexy's Sweet Retreat minigame, so I clearly enjoy cooking. When I played, I heard a lot of people say that the pizza delivery job got you sand dollars course the fastest, but I don't know. The pizza chef job was pretty fast too if you memorize the recipes quickly. While still a fun event, it had some problems. Gaining skins were locked behind the roulette, so it was really difficult to get the specific skin you wanted. I've seen some people argue that there was too much to do in this event, from having 6 different job options and multiple roulettes to roll from, which I personally don't agree with. While there are a bunch of different jobs, in the end, the objective is to get sand dollars, so the variety of jobs just stops it from being too repetitive. Anyway, as you can probably tell, this is my favorite Doodle World event. The event literally came out on my birthday. What do you expect? The upcoming events better be good, because the Beachgoer event is a strong competitor. And with that, on November 13, 2023, the Hallerween event released. Starting off, the event didn't release in the spooky month. Basically, Wish was working on a completely new mechanic for this event, which led to a bunch of delays. The new mechanic in question was group battling. Wish wanted group battling to be done right so that he could use it outside of the event. As you'd probably expect, a complicated mechanic like that takes a while to make, from having to reprogram the entire system to constant bug checking. It was a lot. So come November 13, Wish announced he was ready to release the event, and when it came, oh boy, it was a mess. The battles looked really bad visually, from the doodles being half cut off to the boss doodle floating. Not to mention, on release, you had to have 4 people to start a battle. And as you could probably expect, not a lot of people were playing the event, so I often ended up waiting a while to start a battle. On release, the gemstones had really low odds, so when you'd finally find a doodle with the gemstone you needed, there was still a slim chance you'd actually get the stone. Even though group battling was supposed to be a cool new mechanic, it ended up falling flat because of all the other issues. Still though, I gotta applaud Wish for trying to add a mechanic this big in a short time span, even if it didn't completely work out. Thankfully, Wish started to add some quality of life updates to the event, like making the battles look better visually and increasing the gemstone odds. While this definitely made the event better, I just think the overall concept was just not that fun. If there were other ways to get gemstones besides battling doodles, this event would be a lot better. My biggest motive for playing the event was honestly the skins, which were really well done. I might have sounded a little harsh, but I'm giving my own personal experience, so let me know what you guys think about this one.
We know you're linked to the disappearance, Fab. Come out with your hands up.
December 10, Doodle's winter event of 2023 was here. The event added snowy summits, an upgraded version of the previous map, Winter Wonderland. The winter event followed the same format as last year, delivering gifts in order to raise your own presence levels. Besides that, they added a new legendary, Artifixy. With Hallerween taking so long to release, Wish ended up reusing most of Winter 2023 in order to get the event out on time. While snowy summits looked great visually, it had a really confusing format when delivering presents. It took me a while to get used to the odd placement of the house, and I found others also having the same issue. To conclude this year, we had the New Year's 2023 mini event, which gave you a firework aura from chaining.
What do we do, Lieutenant Andy? This isn't working.
We have no other choice. We're breaking in!
Anyway, where'd I leave off? Oh, right. 2024. Obviously, we're around halfway through the year, so I'm sure there's still much more events to come. February 11, 2024, the next Valentine mini event releases. This event would periodically announce a doodle to hunt for, and the first person to encounter it would get a heart coin. The heart coins can be used on a roulette, which gives you skins, items, tomes, a mount, and capsules. This event was basically the 2022 summer event done right. The annoying part about the summer event was that the skins would spawn in a random location, while with the Valentine event, it tells you to encounter a certain doodle, which always has set locations. It's a lot fairer because it actually requires knowledge on where the doodle spawns, and not just getting a skin first because you were lucky with the random location. Not to mention, the roulette gives variety for what you spend your heart coins on. This event was better than the summer 2022 event in basically every way. April 13, the Easter event of 2024. Eggs would spawn in Lakewood Town and Doodle Co Academy. Interacting with the eggs started a battle with the doodle. Defeating these doodles would reward you with eggs, which you could then use to buy skins and items. There's not a lot to say about this event. It was pretty straightforward and honestly kinda boring. The entire gameplay was just battling doodles from eggs, and that's it. After trying the event, I didn't really play it again. It just wasn't my cup of tea. This event, despite being a major one, was way less interesting than some of the mini events that came before it. My guess on why this event didn't have much content was because Wish was developing Icy Ridge at the same time, but he needed to get something out for Easter, and this was it. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but definitely not that fun either. And now, our latest mini event, the 2024 Pride event. There was an NPC that would give you a Pride tinted starter if you traded him a party of tinted doodles. Try to say that 10 times faster. Besides that, we had a whole bunch of Pride tint doodles that could spawn. I think this one was better than the previous Pride event, solely because the event NPC gave tinted starters instead of just Plippo. And the latest event as of this video, the summer event of 2024. This event brought back last year's Beachgoer event and added the minigames Wackadoodle and Lost Power. There was also a new skin index, which is so useful by the way. I really hope the skin index is used for future events as well. Wish also acknowledges the issue of the summer skins being locked behind the roulette, so now you can just buy them from a shop, instead giving you a new watermelon tinted doodle if you choose to use the roulette. Did I forget to mention you can ride in a dumpster? And that's it. We've covered every Doodle World event as of this video, but the question still stands. What is Doodle World's best event? After going through all 19 events in detail, I think I can say confidently that this year's summer event is by far Doodle World's best event. The variety of fun ways the event lets you gain sand dollars, and the variety of things to actually spend the sand dollars on. Not to mention, the issues that the 2023 Beachgoer event had are fixed this year. It's just an overall amazing event, and I hope Wish cooks this hard with all the future events. Before this video ends, I have a special announcement. Memberships. Memberships are now open. We have two tiers, Fabulous Fan and Fabulous Fanatic. Fabulous Fan gives you exclusive sneak peeks for upcoming videos, an exclusive Discord role, and you get a shout out at the end of every video. Fabulous Fanatic gives you early access to new videos and more. Oh yeah, if you stay Fabulous Fanatic for 6 months, your gold tier gets upgraded to a diamond tier. Other than that, join my Discord. I'm super active there, and if you have any questions or just want to hang out, hop in. Link in the description. Let me know your favorite event in the comments below, and if you agree with the 2024 summer event being the best one. See ya!